Okay. I want you to just get comfortable where you are. To relax deeply and let your body just sit or lie down. Let's bring some attention to your breath. And let's use it as the object of our meditation. Watch the different parts of the breath. From the entering, going inside, through the nostrils, through the nasal passages, into the lungs, and down into the diaphragm, deep into your belly. Noticing also the moment before you exhale. Just that moment of pause and the feeling of the air going from deep inside you, back up through the body, out through the nose. Notice the quality of the air. The temperature of the air. Now, every time your mind wanders, you can bring your attention just back to the breath or to the way that your body feels in the space. Maybe your feet are on the ground and you can feel them connected to the ground. You can feel the hips as they sit in the chair. You can feel the straightness of your back, the neck, and the head. If you are sitting up, every time you notice that you have lost attention, gently straighten up and feel the posture. No judgment, just using the posture, the feeling of straightening as your object of attention. And then you can also use the breath. When you notice that the mind has moved, give yourself a second to realize that you've noticed it, to see what distracted me there, and then to congratulate yourself that you noticed it. Because in this awareness, you are winning yourself back. You are finding out how your mind operates, how you operate. It is important to be positive about your awareness. This is how we change our experience of our mind. Not through force, not through shame or guilt or negativity, but through that positive reinforcement. If you find yourself falling asleep during your meditation, you can take a big breath, really big breath, more than you think you can handle. And then slowly and gently let it out. Your breath will want to rush through, but you're going to slowly let it out. When you take 3 of these breaths, it should really wake you up. And finally, if you notice any pains or discomforts, the first thing you can do is bring awareness to it and see if it dissolves purely from the awareness. If it doesn't, on the breath in, you can bring all of your attention there and really dive into that feeling. And on the breath out, you completely let go of all awareness, of all focus, of all attention. Now, I've given you many tools. You don't have to use all of them. You don't have to remember too strongly how to use them. Just know that they are there and play with them gently. Remember the key principle. We will lose attention, and there's nothing wrong. We should celebrate ourselves for realizing that we've lost attention. I'm going to allow you to have a few moments by yourself, just to take this in and to play with the different tools. The awareness of the body, posture, the big breath, or the simple focus on the quality of your breathing. As you are noticing the movements of the mind, or noticing yourself adjusting, you can realize that there is a space between the one who is distracted and the one who notices the distraction. If you were the one who was distracted, would it be possible for you to also notice the distraction? I'll say that again. If I am the one who is distracted, is it really possible that I can see that distraction and then make a clear choice to do something else? In order to be aware of something, we cannot actually be that thing. This is simply a phenomenon. It is an aspect of the mind. Knowing that, is there any point in being upset with myself when I notice that tiredness or sleepiness gets in the way of a meditation? If I notice that I am speaking to someone, and while they are talking, my mind is commenting, judging, thinking of other things, preparing what to say. This simple act of awareness gives us the space to live our lives without identifying with the behaviors of our mind, with its flaws, its faults, its habits, and its conditioning. I'd like to give you another example. You may notice, as you are sitting down in your meditation, that there are different emotions and feelings arising. Could be anger, irritation, giddiness, boredom, anything at all. Just scan inside you and feel how you're feeling. Now again, you are noticing this emotion, this feeling. You have awareness of it. So again, what is it that is aware of the emotion? How is it possible to be aware of an emotion It must be a phenomenon, an unfolding that happens externally to us. If I eat some bad food, and the stomach starts to hurt, do I say, I am a stomach ache? No. I have a stomach ache. My stomach is hurting. Of course, we are experiencing this. It's part of our body. But we don't identify as that pain. It is not who I am. This is where our language is very important. When I go to the grocery store and they don't have the food I want, an emotion might arise based on my thinking that gives me a feeling in my body. And I may say, I am so angry. I am so annoyed that they don't have what I want. In this statement, we are literally saying, I am the emotion. I am anger. When I say I am to an emotion, my identity becomes wrapped in an experience. As I identify it, I strengthen it. I keep it in place. But the reality is that there is an experience of anger, irritation, annoyance. And the other truth of this is that it will and always does pass. If it didn't pass, we wouldn't be able to observe its passing. If I am the anger, I am angry, then when anger disappears, I would disappear too. So, in the simplest terms, what are we saying? Who I am is not what I experience, feel, or observe. There is a space between I, the witness, the awareness, the capacity for self-reflection, and that which I observe. The gift in this is that eventually we can notice how many things we observe throughout the day. Discomfort, pain, sleepiness, distractedness, anxiety. And take this place of the witness, noticing that we can see the unfolding of this and not identifying with it. It does not mean that the thing will pass immediately. But that small bit of space allows us to look and to laugh and to simply accept that it is a phenomenon arising. Just like a stomach ache. I am not to blame for what the mind does in its dysfunction. I am not to blame for what appears to be an irrational emotion or reaction. It is merely a characteristic or a functioning of this mind. It's not so serious. To judge ourselves for this is as ridiculous as judging ourselves for the color of hair we were born with, for our height, or for the sound of our voice. So the next time that you observe a behavior, a thought, or an emotion that you dislike, use it as an opportunity to first notice and observe it, without judgment, without trying to fix, change, or improve. And then notice that you are observing, and that in this observation and awareness there is space. Enjoy this space that is naturally there. You didn't have to create it. It simply is. And the more at peace you can be with the habits and the functions of the mind, of the body, of the personality that you have taken to be yourself, the less you will agitate it and the calmer it will be of its own volition. Anything that catches your awareness can become an object of meditation. Anything can be a gateway to your freedom, if you choose. I would like to ask you now to bring your attention back to the breath. And then into the body. Start wriggling your toes and your fingers. Gently move your shoulders, your legs. Gently turn your head from side to side. Come back into the body. I will count down from 5, and as I do, just allow yourself to become more and more awake and aware of yourself in your body, the feeling of your body in your room and the environment around you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open your eyes, and in your own time, start to move.